السلام عليكم. كيف أنت ليلى؟ كل صحتكم؟
يا الله بك الأمة يا رب.
أكرمكم الله وإياكم وإياكم يا شيخ وإياكم.
The one in the I want to show you the one.
Salam, how you doing, Sheikh? God bless you. Always a pleasure. Hey, inshallah. Well, y'all go on Telegram, dude. It's starting to act up with me when I try to go live. It seems like it's glitchy.
Sheikh, 10 questions, right?
I think it ended up being about 20. I added a few. Oh, Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah, ya ikhwan. Yeah, I think it might be the app. Somebody go on Telegram real quick, ya ikhwan, and try to go live. Or just go on the app. It just keeps circling.
Oh, you're saying join, but...
Yeah, but on my end, that's all it keeps saying, join, but it's not doing nothing. It just keeps buffering.
Yeah, it's working.
Maybe it's my phone.
It's working.
Yeah, but... Assalamu alaikum. I don't think it's connected yet on my end. See, I still got the buffer.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Oh, the voice is...
Are you muted or?
It's not connected. Well, let me try to log
It's
off.
muted, I think.
Yesterday I had to turn my phone off and turn it back on. It didn't work. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله الذي لا إله إلا هو على ما من به علينا من النعم الكثيرة الظاهرة والباطنة وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه أما بعد. By the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. All praise belongs to Allah, the one that there's none that has the right to be worshipped except Him, who has bestowed upon us blessings that are in abundance, those blessings that are numerous, those blessings that are outward and inward. And I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is alone, without having any partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah, that he is his servant and his messenger. May the peace and salutations of Allah be upon him and his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance to the establishment of the last day. To proceed, إخوان, فعندنا اليوم يوم الامتحان من كتاب المنظومة للإمام البيقوني رحمه الله تعالى. So today we have our test, ولعله آخر درس من هذا الكتاب, and perhaps this will be our last class of this book, inshallah ta'ala. فلمن يريد أن يقرأ فالامتحان موجود على موقع Telegram. So for those who would like to just read the test, we're going to recite it inshallah ta'ala. In the test you can go to the Telegram inshallah ta'ala. We sent the copy. طيب، لمن يدرس معنا عبر الإنترنت يمكنك كذلك أن تأخذ الامتحان وأن تصوره وترسله إلينا عبر التليجرام. And for those who study with us online, you can also take the test, inshallah ta'ala. You just take the test, write it out, and then you send the picture to the Telegram, inshallah ta'ala. طيب فخذوا ورقة يا إخوان. Everyone take out a piece of paper. ليس عليكم أن تكتبوا الأسئلة. You don't have to write the questions out. All you have to write is the الأجوبة. All you have to write all the questions, all the answers. Someone go to the Telegram, ya Ikhwan. My Telegram is not working.
I was working.
Do you see the test there?
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. Well, my stuff not working tonight, ya Ikhwan.
Yes,
Okay, resend it again. My app here is not working. Let's try this.
Send it to
Like resend it in the group again.
general.
Let me see it. Well, hold on. I can try it. It's working on my phone. And not the.
Bayquuniyyah.
I don't think I'm connected to this.
Yeah. You send it twice.
Maybe it's my internet. شكرا شيخ. طيب. That best we'll read it from the phone, inshallah.
And your voice is working.
شكرا شيخ. May Allah bless you. Says waiting for the connection. طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فليس عليكم أن تكتبوا الأسئلة. You don't have to write the questions out, يا إخوان. You only have to write the answers. طيب قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي لا إله إلا هو على ما من به علينا من النعم الكثيرة الظاهرة والباطنة، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. So he says, by the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, all praise belongs to Allah, the one that there's none that has the right to be worshipped except Him, who has bestowed upon us blessings in abundance, those blessings that are outward and inward. And I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah, who is alone, without having any partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah, he is his servant and his messenger. May the peace and salutations of Allah be upon him and his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance to the establishment of the last day. فهذا امتحاننا الأول من كتاب مبارك. So this is our first test from the blessed book منظومة البيقونية, the poetry of Imaam Al-Bayquuniyyah. May Allah have mercy upon him. رحمه الله تعالى. نحتاج إلى طاقة. Hi, مرة ثالثة. Again يا إخوان, ليس عليكم أن تكتبوا الأسئلة. You don't have to write the questions out. طيب, السؤال الأول. Question number 1. I think you got it. Just hit the button there. I think it's about to die. طيب. Question number 1. إذا قيل لكم كم قسم الحديث فبما تجيبون. Question number 1. If it's said to you, how many categories, how many types of hadith are there? With what would you answer? If it's said to you, how many categories of hadith are there? With what would you answer? وليس شرطا أن يكتب بالعربية أو الإنجليزية بأي لغة تريدون. It's not a condition that you write in a specific language. You can write in whatever language is easy for you that we can read, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah bless you all, يا إخوة. يكون سهلا لكم. It's going to be easy for you all, يا إخوة. فضل يا ماسي.
Do we just like write how many hadiths are there, like 4 or?
How many categories? Not the particular hadith itself. How many types? How many types of hadith you're going to write? There are 2 answers. One is the most complete answer. طيب, السؤال الثاني. Question number 2. Question number 2. إذا قيل لكم ما شروط الحديث الصحيح فبما تجيبون. فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, what are the conditions of an authentic hadith? What are the conditions of an authentic hadith? With what would you answer? With what would you answer? Here, just mention the conditions of the hadith as-sahih. الثالث ليس عليكم أن تجيبوا كما نحن نقرأها. You don't have to answer as we're reciting them. We're just making sure everyone understands each of the questions. And some of them I don't think I translated also, ya ikhwan, towards the end. طيب الثالث number 3 إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين المتصل والمسند فبما تجيبون لعل هذا من أصعب السؤال. Perhaps this is one of the most difficult ones يا إخوة. الله أعلم. الآن بس. إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين المتصل والمسند فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, what's the difference between the mutasil and the musnad? If it's said to you, what's the difference between the mutasil and the musnad? فبما تجيبون, then with what would you answer? أعطيكم مساعدة, we'll give you a hint يا إخوان. فالجواب شيء واحد. The answer is one thing. There's only one difference. The correct answer, you should have 1 point. What's the difference between the muttasil and the musnad? There's only one difference. There's only one difference. I didn't put all the vowels either. That's one of the most difficult, but it's only 1 point. You gotta think closely. What's the difference between the mutasil and the musnad? الرابع, number 4. إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين الحديث الصحيح والحديث الحسن فبما تجيبون? If it's said to you, what's the difference between the authentic hadith and the hasan hadith, with what would you answer? كذلك هنا شيء واحد. Number 3 and number 4, we're looking for 1 point. This one also, one thing. One thing يا إخوان. Don't overthink يا إخوان. 1 point. 1 point. May Allah bless you all. Number 5, الخامس. إذا قيل لكم ما تعرف الشاذ فماذا تجيبون؟ فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, what's the meaning of shadh? With what would you reply? نبحث هنا عن تعريف الشاذ. Here you're going to define what is shadh, or you give an example. ليس مشكلة. What is شاذ? تفضلي. Number 5. إذا قيل لكم ما تعرف الشاذ. If it's said to you, what is the meaning of شاذ? فبما تجيبون. Then with what would you reply? With what would you answer? شاذ. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. May Allah bless you. The brothers in Colorado, ya ikhwan, send their salams. They say they study with you guys online. May Allah reward them also. We have to take a road trip there one day, inshallah, to visit those brothers. I don't know what masjid there. We'll find out, inshallah. It's a mushkila.
Yeah, this without Umar.
Huh?
This without Umar.
Alhamdulillah. Number 5 is a little difficult, ya ikhwan. We talked about shad in the beginning of the class. قررناه, we repeated it many times. لكن درسناه في وسط الدرس. But we studied it in the middle. Another difficult one, ya ikhwan. Number 6. السادس, number 6. إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين المنقطع والمعضل فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, what's the difference between the munqati' and the mu'dal? They are the same in one thing and a different something else. With what would you answer? The munqati' and the mu'dal. Go back to the definition. الجو كان جميلا اليوم يا اخوان. Today was beautiful, mashallah. Y'all play ball today? Oh, I didn't know ya ikhwan. I was free. I went to the park and did a little workout at the Berkeley Park. About the awesome? Oh, I could have went the same time I went. I could have came and played ball with you guys. If it's nice tomorrow, you gonna play tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Inshallah.
This week is really nice.
Yeah, this week is Allahu Akbar. Mashallah. The weather here is tricky. Alhamdulillah. Ni'ma min Allah. I want to get some frisbees for the kids at the housing. Like a little, they be out there with stuff. Get them some frisbees or something. Inshallah. Number 7 is easy. Gave you a few easy ones also. Perhaps it's the easiest one in the test. Father Sheikh. Number 6. إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين المنقطع والمعضل. If it's said to you, what's the difference between the munqati' and the mu'dal? Then how would you answer?
1 point answer.
1 point. Don't overthink it, ikhwan. Don't overdo it. Wa alaikum assalam, ya shaykh. 1 answer. They're the same in one thing, they're different in something. Allah. They differ in one thing, and they are the same in, they agree in one thing, and they differ in something else. One is blank, and one is blank. But they're the same in 1 point.
So we only mentioned the difference here.
Only the difference. I'll give you a hint, يا إخوان. أعطيكم مساعدة. كل معضل منقطع ولا ينعكس. Every معضل is منقطع, but not every منقطع is معضل. Every معضل is منقطع, but not every منقطع is معضل. Every Sunni is a Muslim, but not every Muslim is a Sunni. Some scholars say it's more grateful to be on the Sunnah than to merely be Muslim. لأن كل سني مسلم وليس كل مسلم سني وسنيا. Because every Sunni Muslim is a Muslim, but not every Muslim is on the Sunnah. May Allah make us all on the Sunnah, ya ikhwan. Can a person be on the Sunnah if he doesn't know what the Sunnah is? من يجيب? Who can answer, يا إخوان? هذا الشخص لا يعلم السنة. هل يمكنه أن يتبع السنة? If the man or woman doesn't know what the Sunnah is, can they follow it? Accent. هذا يدل على العلم وأهمية العلم. This shows the virtues of knowledge. How can we follow something? You say, hey, Sheikh Umar, هاتي مناديل. Hand me a paper towel. هو لا يعلم ما هو مناديل. But he doesn't know what a paper towel is. يبحث. He's looking. والمناديل على جنبه. The مناديل is right beside him. هو لا يعلم أن هذا مناديل. He doesn't know that's a paper towel. So he's looking. Oh, تريد هذا? He's going to give you the stench quote. Oh, تريد هذا? He doesn't know. So can't follow something you don't know yet. رأس كل أمر العلم. At the head of every affair is knowledge. May Allah help us here. قال الشافعي رحمه الله قول عظيم في أهمية العلم وأهمية الحفظ. Imam al-Shafi'i, many Imams, al-Shafi'i mentioned a tremendous statement regarding knowledge and memorization. He says رحمه الله تعالى علمي معي حيثما يممت ينفعني. He says my knowledge is with me wherever I go. I take it with me. ينفعني, it benefits me. قلبي رعاء له لا بطن صندوقي. My heart is the vessel for my knowledge, not the insides of chests where you put your books. ليس بطن صندوقي, and not the insides of chests. إذا كنت في البيت كان العلم فيه معي. Whenever I'm in the house, my knowledge is also in the house with me. وإذا كنت في السوق كان العلم في السوق. And if I go to a market, my knowledge is with me in the market. فهذا يدل على أهمية الحفظ. This shows the importance of memorizing, not dependent on the books, but you try your best to memorize. Whatever you can memorize. Don't ever stop trying to memorize, ya ikhwan. Somebody takes your books, or you don't have your books. You're in the market, your knowledge is with you. You're working out, your knowledge is wherever you go. ينفعك, your knowledge benefits you, ya ikhwan. Beautiful statement, rahimahullah. قلبي رعاء له لا بطن الصندوق. MashaAllah. My heart is the vessel of knowledge, not the insides of the chest where we store our books. Not like that. You memorize to the best of your ability. May Allah help us all, ya ikhwan. طيب, أين نحن? Where are we, ya ikhwan? السابع. Number 7 was easy. We gave you a few easy ones, mashallah. قال إذا قيل لكم ما تعريف المقطوع فبما تجيبون. Number 7. Don't overthink, ya ikhwan. If it's said to you, what is the definition of al-maqtu'? Then with what would you answer? Al-maqtu'. لا نسمع هذا كثير أبدا. You're never going to hear that a lot. مقطوع. هذا من كلام السلف. This is from the speech of the Salaf. Al-maqtu'. Nobody uses that today.
Are we talking about Hadith or are we talking like in law?
Good question, Umar. We're not talking about in the language here. The language here, قطع يقطع قطوع, means to be broken. So here we're not talking about linguistically. We should get some linguistic questions. Our question is going to be in the technical definition. Maqtu', not in the lugha, not something that's broken. No, istilahiyan, in the technical term of the science of hadith. Maqtu' ليس مشهورا الآن. It's not popular today. No. هذا مشهور عند السلف. You're only going to hear it in the books of the Salaf or أئمة الحديث, the scholars of hadith. يروي حديث يقول هذا مقطوع. He's going to recite a hadith and then he's going to say this hadith is مقطوع. This hadith is مقطوع. Linguistically, مقطوع means to be broken, cut off. That's not the point here. We're not talking about linguistically, ya ikhwan. Ameen wa iyaakum. May Allah reward you also, ya Shaykh, and all of the Muslims. مقطوع. Number 8 is tricky. It's easy but tricky. The answer we're looking for, you're not going to hear it a lot once again. We'll give you a hint. To number 8. نبحث عن كيفية شيء, صفة شيء. And number 8, we're looking for the description of something. The كيفية of something. كيفية هذا المناديل وهذه المناديل. The description of this مناديل is rough, mashallah. You want to break your skin off. Wiping this with this thing, yeah. Maybe this was from Walmart. Allah. طيب. The how, not the definition of what's a manadil. This is the description of something. We're looking for the description of something here. And number 8. It's not popular nowadays either. طيب. This is also in the Salaf. طيب. قال إذا قيل لكم حديث معاذ. If it's said to you, the hadith of Mu'adh, الذي قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام, in which the Messenger of Allah said, عليه السلام, يا معاذ إني أحبك فلا تدعن أن تقول دبر كل الصلاة. O Mu'adh, the Prophet said to Mu'adh, O Mu'adh, verily I love you. So don't leave off saying after each of your prayers, Allahumma a'inni ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa husni ibadatika. Don't leave off saying this, O Mu'adh. We're not talking about the meaning of the hadith. We're not talking about is authentic or not. There's something in this hadith that the scholars use as an example of what? O Mu'adh, verily I love you. So don't leave off any of your prayers. Don't leave off saying at the end of or after each of your prayers, O Allah, I ask that you help me remember you. And I ask that you help me be grateful to you. And I ask that you help me have a good worship of you. مثال لأي نوع الحديث. This hadith, you're going to think we're talking about something else, so we made it easier. This hadith is a type or an example of what type of hadith? اختاروا اثنين. Choose two. So this answer, we're looking for two things. Your mind is going to say automatically such and such. That's not the answer. When we heard you guys studying the other day, we wanted to make it easier. You're going to say automatically, oh, that's da'if, automatically. That's not the answer, so we made it easier. Choose two. We'll give you another hint. We're talking about the wasf. Something is going on here. Not the meaning, not the translation, no. Not if it's authentic or hasan or da'if, no. When the Prophet said, O Mu'adh, every scholar comes after that and says to their students, verily I love you. Don't leave off saying. The next narrator, verily I love you. Don't leave off saying. The next narrator, verily I love you. This description is called something in the science of hadith. We study it in the middle of the book. No, you're not going to hear it nowadays, ya ikhwan. A lot of the terms in mustalah, you don't hear a lot of times nowadays. Tell the Sheikh.
Is one answer sufficient?
Depending on how you word it, but there's two here. One, you mentioned it the other day in your study group. You're all going to say, that's an example of, I want to say it. You're going to say, all of you are going to say that. So to make it easy, I just said two. All of you are going to say, oh, that hadith is such and such. Naturally. You're thinking it now. But the second answer is what I want you to get. Right? Not is the hadith authentic or weak. That's not the point. But you're going to think that, naturally. So this hadith, something that the Prophet did. When he said, oh Mu'adh, verily I love you. Every narrator, when he taught this hadith, verily I love you. And then when he taught the hadith, verily I love you. And when he taught his students, verily I love you. So they all followed the Prophet in this description. That's the answer. So here, choose two. That's one of the most difficult ones in the whole test. There were three. We're going to see the Bukhari, the Sulaim of our sisters, and 3 answers. You get number 8 right, you should get a perfect. That's the one that's going to have your mind thinking. 3 of them is going to have you thinking. The rest of them, mashallah, you're going to ease through your ikhwan. Number 8, there's another tricky one coming, inshallah. And Shad. Shad, number 8, and somewhere towards the end, we gave you another tricky one. Number 12. 12, 8, and Shad. You get 12, 8, and Shad right, you should get a perfect. That's the only one your mind is going to say, ho, Bismillah, let me think. 12, 8, and the one about Shad. What number was Shad, ikhwan? 5. 12, 8, and 5.
What about if you put like 2 possible answers?
That you get them right, alhamdulillah.
If you get one of them,
you get one of them, we'll give you a half. You get some credit. There are 2 answers here. Ikhtaru ithnain. Did I say that, ikhwan? Choose 2. Now,
I know one of them for sure.
all of you know 1.
So if you pick only one.
That's, if you get 1, that's half.
Are you telling us the 2 of them?
Yeah, the answers are both.
So the hadith fulfills two types of hadith, right?
So this type of hadith, this hadith is gonna, 1, how can we say that? The answers are 2, right? 1, you all are thinking. You probably all have it. But that wasn't really the answer we're looking for. But just to make it easy, we just asked for 2 now. This hadith is an example of blank.
Can I
And
just say one,
blank.
one word?
2 words. If you say 1, you're gonna get half.
What if you do 3 and 2 of them are right?
Alhamdulillah. You can answer 4, 5, 6 if you wish.
Just with all types of them.
But the answer is 2. 2 words. Don't overthink it, ikhwan. 2 words. One of them is famous. We'll give you another hint. And one of them, you're never going to hear again. You're only going to hear the second one in the science of hadith. You're never going to hear it again.
Does number 5 have 2 answers as well?
Number 5. And Shad? No, Shad is, it should be just 1 sentence.
Oh.
Shad is 1 answer. There were 2, I believe, that were asking for 2 answers. Number 8 was one of them. Everyone else is just 1 answer. No. Nothing to do with authenticity, ikhwan. We'll take that back. That'll be a good answer. That'll be a good try. That'll be a good try, ikhwan. One of them is talking about the description. Only 1. The other one is the one you all are thinking. Huh? One is a wasf. I say my Shaykh Abu al-Fida, whenever he narrated this hadith, he would do this. This is an example. مثالا. Our Shaykh in Yemen Abu al-Fida, عندما يقرأ هذا الحديث, whenever he recited this hadith, or we'll give you a true story now. Whenever he recited the hadith of Umar, no matter how he was sitting, our Shaykh used to sit like this a lot. On his 1 foot. He would sit like that a lot. Hours, mashallah. Sometimes he would sit mutawarrikan like this. And I think I got this from him. He always said like this. I used to think he had something with his back. But he always said like that. Then I find myself sitting like that. May Allah help us there. Anytime he recited the hadith of Umar, no matter أي هيئة ما, whatever sitting he was in, he would change his position and sit like this.
and then recite the hadith. طيب. So now, if I come,
Is that the one we're all thinking?
no, this is when you're not thinking. This is the answer, the real answer.
Why if we put that as a real
That's one, then that'll be perfect.
What if you want to get that one? We don't get that one.
Oh,
Why did you get
that's the hard one.
What if you get the hard one?
If you get the hard one, I expect you to get the easy one, ya ikhwan.
No, we're all thinking of that one.
Oh. Oh, okay, not bad.
That's what I was thinking. We're all thinking of the hard
The
one.
description.
And it's
So how
not
you
in-
missing the easy one?
It's not in Bayquuniyyah.
It's in there. We learned it in Bayquuniyyah. But you're only going to hear it when you talk about hadith. You're not going to hear the fiqh. You're not going to hear aqidah. It's talking about description. If you guys got that one, the easy one, bismillah. How you missing the small one? But you can make the three. Zay can make the three. He won't miss. But then he miss layups. Yeah, you're right there. Bismillah. You're right there. That one is easy.
Yeah, that's harder than threes.
You're
So it's
closer.
pressure, yeah.
You're closer, ya ikhwan. One is a description of that something that's going on. Other one, you got it, ya ikhwan. Recite the hadith again. You got it. طيب. Walaikum salam, ya Sheikh. Sheikh Nakir. You can also come back, ya ikhwan. Just because we're reading them out, you don't have to answer as we're reading them. Some of them we didn't translate, unfortunately. So I want to make sure everybody understands before they answer. طيب. You got this, ya ikhwan. Number 8. Number 9 is easy. طيب. التاسع, he says, number 9. إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين المنكر والشاذ فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, what's the difference between munkar and shadh? With what would you answer? Shadh is just like munkar is just like shadh, except in one thing. Something about the narrator. Just like shadh, same definition, verbatim. إلا في شيء واحد, except in one thing. And then we have 2 easy ones, ya ikhwan. Shadh and munkar are identical, except في شيء واحد, except in one thing. Something about the narrator. Al-Ashir, هذا سهل. Number 10 was easy also. Gave you a few easy ones also, ya ikhwan, to match the hard ones. إذا قيل لكم ما تعريف الموقوف فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, what is the meaning of موقوف? Not in the language. Not in the language. But if you looked at it linguistically, that will help you on this one. The answer is not linguistically. But if you look linguistically, it will help you. This one goes with the language. If you look at it linguistically, what is waqafa? Waqafa means. If you know waqafa, you got the answer. What is mawquf? Mawquf mashhur. This one is famous. You're going to hear it a lot. Mawquf.
It's the one they use for both, right? For all of them.
This could be, if you look at it in the language, you got it. But our intent wasn't linguistic, but will help you. I'll give you a hint, yeah, ikhwan. We're not talking about authenticity here. Has nothing to do with authenticity. We're not talking about sahih, hasan, daif. Nothing about authenticity. Al-Mawquf. Al-Hadi Ashar, number 11. إذا قيل لكم ما تعريف الحديث المرسل فبما تجيبون. This one is famous. You're going to hear this often in your studies. If it's said to you, what's the meaning of the mursal hadith? With what would you answer? What's the meaning of the mursal hadith? With what would you answer? Once again, this is not linguistic, but if you know the word Al-Salaam, that will help you. The intent is not linguistic, but the language matches the definition here. Sometimes the language helps. Shows the virtues of Arabic. Fourteen is the easiest one on the test. 15 is tricky. And the rest is easy, easy, easy. Alhamdulillah, ya ikhwan. If you get number 19 right, you should get all of them right. Your mind has to think on 19. If you get 19 right, you should get none of them wrong. Perhaps the most difficult one or the second most difficult one on the test. Wallahu alam. Time number 12. Pay attention here, ya ikhwan. Qala, he says, إذا قيل لكم, if it's said to you, Hadith إنما الأعمال بالنيات. The hadith, all actions are based upon intentions. مثال لأي نوع الحديث is an example of what type of hadith. اختار اثنين, choose two. Here we're looking for two answers. Number 12 is like number 8. Two answers. The hadith إنما الأعمال بالنيات is an example of the one you're all thinking about and the one you don't hear a lot. This hadith is famous from many angles. You can answer 3, 4, 5, but at least 2. They just gonna throw out numbers, throw out words. Bismillah. Which one is your answer though?
So if you get like 2 right, and you put more than 2, you get both points.
That may be difficult, ya ikhwan, because how would you know which one is your answer?
All 3.
If they all your answer, but then which one is excluded? That'll be tricky. 2 answers, you're overthinking, ya ikhwan. All actions are based upon intentions. Probably the most famous hadith in Islam. Al-Shafi'i says about it, يَدْخُلُ تَحْتَ 70 بَابًا. This one hadith is mentioned in 70 chapters of fiqh. This one hadith. You'll be a shaykh if you know this hadith. Every ruling is going to come back to this hadith. Every salah, every fast, every marriage, every divorce, it's going to come back to this. What did you intend, ya akhi? I wanted her gone. I couldn't take it. I cannot take it. No, I didn't mean to divorce her. I didn't mean, that wasn't my intention. I just wanted her to sit down and stop. So I didn't intend it, I just said it. So you're still married. According to the strongest opinion of the people of knowledge. The sister grabs all her stuff. I'm out of here. I'm going back to Abi and Ummi. Salam alaikum. And you sit her down. She says, I didn't intend that. I didn't intend a divorce. I just wanted to get away for a moment. And that's not a divorce. As the Prophet said, our actions are based upon intentions. The man is fasting Ramadan, and then he sees that cake. وَيَنْسَ رَمَضَانَ and he forgets all about Ramadan. And he goes to that cake, يَفْتَحَهُ وَيَأْكُلَهُ مُبَاشَرًا Bismillah. And he goes to the cake, rips it open. And then look, you're Ramadan, ya akhi. And then he's reminded, it's Ramadan. He doesn't have to spit what he ate out. I gotta spit up. I forgot it was Ramadan. No, that's from Allah. Your intention wasn't to break your fast. You forgot you were fasting. And then our actions based upon intentions. If you knew, that's something different. But if your intention wasn't that, the man makes a statement of kufr. Billah, mistakenly. He's not a kafir. He's not a disbeliever like that. What's the proof? And our actions are based upon intentions. MashaAllah. So here we want two answers here. 2 words. I'll give you a hint. And the second one can be 3 words. And they're all right. One of them is only one. The second choice can be blank, blank, or blank. And we learned all 3. We learned some words have the same meaning. That's easy for you, ikhwan.
Do you have to give all 3 or just one of them?
It's one of them. Right? Hadith Umar can be blank. You can also call it blank, and you can also call it blank, which means the same thing. Which means the same thing. Right? It's like saying, inshallah, I try to follow the methodology of the people of Hadith. And then the next brother I meet, he say, hey, what's your methodology? I say, I try to follow the methodology of the people of the Sunnah. Then I go to another masjid, they say, hey, you're funny looking. You dress differently. Why you always wear that scarf? What's your methodology? He say, I try to follow the methodology of the companions. 3 different sentences, I said the same thing. Ahlul Hadith, Ahlul Sunnah, wa the methodology of a Sahaba. Same 3 things. Right? May Allah make it easy, ikhwan. Islam is not based upon names, ikhwan. It amazes us when you see the Muslims fighting. Oh, you don't call your masjid a Sunni masjid. I don't have to, alhamdulillah. You don't call your masjid a such and such. You don't have to do that. You don't call yourself such and such. You don't have to. It's up to you. You have to be Muslim. And you have to be on the Sunnah. You have to be Hadith. You have to be Salaf. You have to be Sunni. And your understanding, your practice, your belief. I don't have to wear the hoodies that say Sunni for life, Salafi forever, Hadithi for you don't have to do that, ikhwan. These are cliches and slogans. I don't have to get a license plate to say, hey, Sunni, Salaf. You don't have to do that. You can, but you don't have to, ikhwan. Allah help us, ikhwan. We're arguing the wrong things. I think ignorance. Ignorance, ikhwan. There was a brother, I want to mention the sheikh, but I'm not going to mention the sheikh. He's tremendous, and he's still alive. يظهر من مظهره والله أعلم أنه يحلف أو يخفف لا أقول يحلف لا يخفف لحيته من الظاهر. This sheikh is tremendous in his fiqh. MashaAllah. طيب, we translate from him often. طيب, and I want to mention his name because I don't want you to misunderstand this point. It looks like he trims his beard. It looks like. Only Allah knows, because maybe the hair of the sheikh doesn't grow like that. So it looks like he keeps it close. It looks like that. Some brothers in the West say, I don't take from him. You say, why not? It looks like he trims his beard. You say, that's ignorance on top of ignorance on top of ignorance. This knowledge this man has, and because it looks like, you don't have no proof he does. It looks like. Not every mashaykh has a beard. Sheikh Muqbil, one of the greatest scholars of hadith in Yemen, had a little teeny beard. Little teeny beard. Many scholars don't have no beard, ikhwan. Everybody's hair grows differently. So you say, hey, no, I can't take from him. But why not? It looks like, you stay on that side of the masjid, I'll stay on this side. Nobody wants that type of speech, ikhwan. Where's your good thoughts? That's another principle we forget about. Husnul dhann, ba'duna ba'da, having good thoughts of your brother. Your brother makes a statement wrong, and we jump on him, throw him off the sunnah. He's not Muslim, he's this, he's that. No, where's your good thoughts? Maybe he has a hadith you don't know. Maybe he got that wrong, but not on purpose. Maybe he meant to say, we don't have good thoughts of one another, ya ikhwan. Allah help us, ya ikhwan. طيب أين وصلنا 13 يا إخوان. قال إذا قيل لكم أن الإمام البيقوني رحمه الله قد قال, if it's said to you that Imam al-Bayquni, may Allah have mercy upon him, he said in the matan, in the book, كل واحد أتى وحدّ, each one, meaning of the hadith, they come وحدّ. What's the meaning of the word al-hadd? Al-hadd. When al-Bayquni said al-hadd, what did he mean? فَبِمَا تُجِبُونَ, and how would you answer? Each hadith has a hadd. What does that mean? The word hadd. I say this paper towel has a hadd. What's the hadd of it? What am I asking? It has a hadd. This masjid has a hadd. What's the meaning of the word hadd? Everything has a hadd, ya ikhwan. So what is Al-Bayquniyyah saying when he said every hadith has a hadd? Has a what? Don't overthink it, ya ikhwan. Islam has a hadd.
Can you use 2 words?
In what language you're talking? English, Arabic?
English, like if I say blank, then
You could use 2. You can make the mudaf ilayh, the blank of such and such, la ba'as. But the answer is just one, technically. Tafadhal.
You use the gem of the word.
The jam' of had, hudud. Like here, right, since Sheikh Zaid asked that, the linguistic definition here won't help you here. Don't look linguistically here. If you look linguistically, you're going to say something that he didn't mean. How did Bayquni mention it? When he said, وَكُلُّ وَاحِدٍ أَتَى وَحَدَّ, in each hadith, Sahih, Hasan, Da'if, Munqati', Mu'dal, Mursal, Mawquf, Maqtu', each hadith has a had. If I say, ya ikhwan, what's the had of Shadh? What's the had of Hasan? What am I asking you? It's the word had. I'll give you another benefit. This had is in almost every science in Islam. This word had, you can use in the fiqh, you can use in aqidah, you can use in hadith, you can use in tafseer. The word had is used in different sciences. No. وَكُلُّ وَاحِدٍ أَتَى وَحَدَّ. Each hadith has a had. What does it mean, had? And 2 easy ones so you can relax. We gave you 3 difficult ones. Get your brains flowing. Then you can take a raha. Take a little break with the next 2. The next 2, inshallah, everyone should get right. 14 and 15. Especially 14. وكل واحد أتى وحده. 14 الرابع عشر إذا قيل لكم أي نوع الحديث أكثر الصحيح أو الحسن أو الضعيف فبما تجيبون. 14 If it's said to you, which category of hadith are more? Which one has the most categories? Sahih, Hasan, or Daif? With what would you answer? One word here, one is the answer. Could be two. One word is the answer. Or we pick two. Two could have the same amount. No. Most of the science of hadith, you're studying one category. Most of the science of hadith, you're studying one category.
Repeat the question.
Which category, which type of hadith has the most categories? Sahih, Hasan, or Da'if? Which one has the most categories? Half of the book was this category. Half of every science of hadith book is this category. There's one word is the answer for 14. There's one word here. One. Don't overthink it. Five more. الخامس عشر 15 إذا قيل لكم الضبط ضبطان فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, الضبط, precision or accuracy, is of two types, then how would you answer? Meaning, what are the two types? الضبط, precision, accuracy, is of two types. I'll give you a hint. They're from two places. This precision, accuracy is of two places. Two places of accuracy. We'll give you another hint. One is a body part. Father Sheikh.
Is there anything I'm missing? Question 3.
Question 3. Don't overthink it, Amar.
No.
إذا قيل لكم الفرق بين المتصل والمسند. That's difficult. One of the most difficult ones on the test. فبما تجيبون. What's the difference between متصل and musnad? They're the same in something and they differ in something.
Which one the difference? Only one answer.
Only one answer. 1 point. The muttasil. We'll give you another hint. ليس مشكلة. I want all of you to pass here. We'll give you another hint يا إخوان. كيف أقول؟ طيب. كل مسند متصل وليس كل متصل مسند. Every musnad hadith is a muttasil hadith. But not every muttasil hadith is a musnad hadith. Every musnad is a muttasil. But every muttasil is not a musnad. 4 more answers يا إخوان. السادس عشر 16. إذا قيل لكم الراوي, this should be راوي الحديث. That's a mistake يا إخوان. إذا قيل لكم راوي الحديث, should be مضاف إليه, لم يذكر اسمه. اتصال هذا السند. طيب, this has 2 typing mistakes يا إخوان. Number 16, it should say إذا قيل لكم راوي الحديث لم يذكر اسمه. هذا الحديث يسمى ماذا؟ فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, the narrator of a hadith, his name is not mentioned, this hadith is called what? With what would you answer? The narrator of the hadith, his name is not mentioned. This type of hadith, what would you call it? A companion comes and says, or a tabi'i comes and says, قال الذي لقي النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام إنما الأعمال بالنيات, أو أن النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام قال إنما الأعمال بالنيات. A tabi'i says that someone who met the Prophet said, all actions are based upon intentions. The fact that the companion is not mentioned by name is called what? The narrator's name is not mentioned. One word answer also. '17 and 18 are also easy. 18 is easier. Don't overthink them yet, Kwan. 17, some of you are going to think one word. That's not the answer. It's the second word you're thinking. If I can say that. 17. إذا قيل لكم الحديث الذي ينسب إلى النبي عليه السلام يسمى ماذا؟ فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, the hadith that is attributed to the Prophet, what is it called? With what would you answer? We'll give you a hint. It's not talking about is it authentic or not. Nothing to do with authenticity. Nothing to do with weakness. Any hadith that's attributed to the Prophet is called what? This one also, one word. Most of them are one word answers.
Number 8, I heard you talking about on the phone.
Number 8.
Yeah, the one with the 2 answers.
Now, number 8, ikhwan, one is a description of the hadith itself. This hadith is an example of what type of description? And the second one is not a description.
Okay. One is the description, the other one is the answer.
They both are the answers, but the other day when I was leaving, it seemed like you guys had some trouble on this one. So I wanted a certain answer, but it seemed like you wasn't thinking about that. So I said, let's make it 2. So that way, you have a better chance to get the actual.
And then 2 different words?
2 different words.
They're both one word.
No, 2 different answers.
One is a one word and the other one is a description.
One is the description, yep, and one is the, one is talking about description, that's one word. One word, you're not going to hear it a lot. When we mentioned it in class, we learned, you're never going to hear it, except in the science of hadith. And another benefit, this description barely is the whole chain. It's usually part of the chain. Nobody has yet done it from the beginning. Every narrator, nobody's ever did it like that. This description. If that helps, yeah, cool. Number 8 is tricky, as we mentioned. You're talking about a description. That's it. Before you recite the hadith, you shake his hand. He teaches his students, before he recites the hadith, he shakes their hand. He teaches his students, before he recites the hadith, he shakes their hand. This description is one of the answers. This description is called something. No. 18 يا إخوان. إذا قيل لكم الذي لقي النبي عليه السلام وآمن به ومات على الإسلام يسمى ماذا؟ فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, somebody says to you, the one who met the Prophet, believed in him, and died as a Muslim, what is he called? One word answer. Perhaps this is the third easiest of the tests. Whoever met the Prophet and believed in him, meaning became a Muslim, and then died as a Muslim, Islam calls him what? Oh, I miss you also, ya akhi. May Allah bless you. How was your trip, ya akhi? Sheikh Abu Halima, give us his salams, ya ikhwan. How was Somalia? Give the brothers and the sisters there and the scholars there our salams. We miss you, ya Sheikh. We miss your smile. You light up the masjid. The masjid has been gloomy since you left. Send us a picture of your smile so we can post it somewhere. May Allah bless you. Give Halima the salams also from Masjid Salam. Number 19 is tricky, but don't overthink. You got it. It's easy. Inshallah. Another one to get your brains working. Number 19. إذا قيل لكم المسند والمتصل يوافقان في شيء واحد ما هو فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, the musnad and the muttasil agree in one thing. Now we want the agreements, the agreement. The musnad and the muttasil are the exact same thing from one angle. What's that angle? The Sunni Muslim. Our brother said he can't hear now. It might be your side, Sheikh. You got that white iPhone, that's why. May Allah bless you. You have to get a Samsung. iPhone is good, like technically. Maybe not for hearing. That's for pictures. Wallahu alam. Okay, we're good now. May Allah bless you. So they agree in one thing. The Musnad Masi and the Muttasil. They agree in one thing. What's this one thing they agree on? We'll give you a hint. We're not talking about the narrators here. We're not talking about the narrators. Something about the chain. Not the people. Oh, that's almost the same. The Musnad and the Muttasil. As we mentioned, every Musnad is Muttasil, but not every Muttasil is Musnad. If you understand that example, you got it. That's what they agree on. Every Musnad is Muttasil, but not every Muttasil is Musnad. And The last answer, last question of the test, ya ikhwan. Al-Ishrun, number 20. إذا قيل لكم الحديث الحسن ينقسم إلى القسمين ما هما فبما تجيبون. If it's said to you, the Hasan Hadith has two types. We learned two types of Hasan. What are they? With what would you answer? What are the two types of Hasan? Stay away from them. Who's this brother? Phil Baraki. Inshallah, you can remove yourself from our lessons. May Allah bless you. Stay away from those madkhalis. We're not madkhali, ya akhi. Firstly, I don't know what you mean when you say madkhali, but perhaps you mean those who blind follow Shaykh al-Madkhali. We love the scholars. We don't blind follow him, ya ikhwan. He's like other scholars from Ahl Sunnah. We love him. We don't blind follow no one. If you feel that, you're mistaken. May Allah bless you. We don't blind follow no one, ya ikhwan. We're Muslims to the best of our abilities. We don't blind follow the people of knowledge. We love the people of knowledge and we benefit from the people of knowledge, but we don't blind follow. So you can keep that energy there. May Allah bless you. It would have been more honorable if you asked us first before you accuse the Muslims of something that they don't practice. May Allah forgive us all. May Allah forgive you and all the Muslims. No. May Allah help us, ya ikhwan. ليس مشكلة. طيب. يقول أبو بكر الصديق رضي الله تعالى عنه اللهم لا تؤاخذني بما يقولون واجعلني خيرا مما يظنون واغفر لي ما لا يعلمون. Abu Bakr used to say, oh Allah, do not hold me accountable for what the people say, and forgive me for that which they don't know, and may that make me better than how the people view me. We're not madkhalis, ya ikhwan. I don't, may Allah help us, ya ikhwan, in that.
I have a question.
تفضل يا شيخ زيد.
Number 12.
Number 12.
But there's a. So, do any of the sifas of this hadith
No.
have to do with authenticity?
طيب, this hadith, we are looking for the greeting of it. And one of them, we'll give another hint. And the second one is a description of it.
Is it the same with you? Number 19.
Number 19. Number 19. 19 is just one thing. One thing only.
One more.
The agreeing, is it in Arabic? If you write in Arabic, 2 words. If you write in Arabic. I'll give you a hint. In Arabic, it's going to be in the mudaf ilayh structure. The subject and the thing the subject is attributed to.
What was the question again?
Number 19. If it's said to you, the musnad and the muttasil, you agree in one thing. What's the one thing they agree on? You got this, ya ikhwan? Number 12. If you give a grading of the hadith, perhaps you'll get that right. If you say something about the weakness or the hasan, the tahseen or the authenticity, you may get that one part of that right. Two answers for number 12, ya ikhwan. 12 and 8. Two choices. Ikhtar ithnain. Choose 2. So I want you to bring 2 answers here. Another easy part of number 12, your second answer can be 3 things we learned. It can be blink, blink, or blink. They all have the same meaning. We learned a few different terms that they all have the same meaning.
For 12 answers you get, if we give 2 answers but it doesn't have to do with grading, it's still good?
That's a good question. In 12, they don't absolutely have to be with the grading. But if you mention the 2, okay, pay attention here, ya ikhwan. The 3 terms that are mutaradifat, that are synonyms. If you mention both of them, then that's going to be the same. For example, no, but we'll make it easy. We'll make it easy. There are 3 words that have the same meaning. Right? If you mention 2 of them, then you answer the question. 3 words have the same synonym. Right? We asked for 2. We didn't specify what 2. No, but if you mention Hadith Umar is an example of such and such and such, no, but we'll give you that. We'll give you that. Right? It doesn't have to be one of the grading. You can describe it also. ليس مشكلة. ليس مشكلة. Muhammad, mashallah, may Allah bless you. When you finish, ya ikhwan, put your name at the top. And we'll probably have them checked by tomorrow, inshallah. We'll try our best tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow, Wednesday? Right. There's no Arabic tomorrow. We're going to give the brothers a test on Saturday, ikhwan. So no Arabic tomorrow morning. May Allah bless you. Mashallah, accent. Bless you, Sheikh. Our brother, may Allah bless you, ya akhi. Fil baraki. May Allah bless you, ya akhi. May Allah bless you. You can kindly remove yourself from our lessons. May Allah bless you. Where would Jesus descend to at the end? Ya akhi, may Allah bless you. We're going to ask you one more time nicely. If you don't want to learn with us, no problem. Allah's not going to ask us about that. If you want to learn with us, then you're free to learn with us. If you want to start trouble, then you're going to be blocked and you're going to be removed from our lessons. May Allah bless you. I don't know, I wouldn't go to somebody's lessons, ikhwan, that I have an issue with. I wouldn't waste my time. Say it. You accused us of something. We don't blind follow, not Sheikh Rabi'. We don't blind follow no scholar. You can't mention any scholar, not our own teachers or someone else. I didn't study with Sheikh Rabi'. So even if I did study with Sheikh Rabi', I sat in some of his classes, but I didn't directly sit with the Sheikh for years and years. So you can't come and bring us blind following anyone. And I'll give you a benefit. And we learned blind following is not allowed from Sheikh Rabi' and the likes. So you can't accuse someone of blind following who doesn't blind follow. You can't bring no one to say I blind follow them. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. But you can remove yourself and may Allah bless you. Yeah, you're saying these terms, perhaps you don't know the meaning of them. And no problem, may Allah increase all of us in knowledge.
Does that mean people who follow method are taqlid?
It depends. Sometimes when the people use terms, you don't even know how they're using them, number one, before you reply. But there are a few different ways. Somebody says you're Wahhabi. We're reading from Sheikh Wahhab's, one of his books, Ikhwan, Rahimahullah. Someone says, hey, you're Wahhabi. There's a negative connotation that people intend when they say you're Wahhabi. And sometimes they mean a praiseworthy position too. Oh, he's on the sunnah, I deem him on the sunnah, and you follow him. So you're on the sunnah. That's the praiseworthy way. And then the other way is that you're a blind follower of him. So it depends on how someone is using it. Sometimes they say, oh, the madakhaliyun, or he's madakhali, meaning he follows Sheikh Rabi' or he's a blind follower of Sheikh Rabi'. Somebody can follow a scholar, that's allowed, but it's not allowed to blind follow. That's number one. We love the people of knowledge, ikhwan. You're not going to find me talking about any scholar. That's not my Islam. I didn't learn that. Alhamdulillah. We may mention that this is wrong, or another scholar said that's wrong, or the likes. But you're not going to find me, alhamdulillah, talking about the people of knowledge. You're also not going to find me blind following, ya ikhwan. I don't believe, I'm going to make a t-shirt, ya ikhwan. I don't believe blind following is correct. Alhamdulillah, may Allah help us, ya ikhwan. I agree with the companions, I agree with the tabi'un and the atba'u tabi'in. Lam yuqallidu, they did not blind follow, ya ikhwan. May Allah help us. They followed the Prophet ﷺ. The companions didn't blind follow Umar. They didn't blind follow Abu Bakr. They didn't blindfold Ali. They didn't blindfold Uthman. لا يا إخوان إذا كانوا على الصواب يتبعوهم. If they were right, they followed them in that. If they were incorrect, they didn't follow them in that. Ibn Umar one time showed that his father was wrong. نصح بعض التابعين بشيء فقال هذا التابعي أبوك قال أنا أبين لك ماذا فعله النبي وأنت تأتي وتقول أبوك أو كما قال رضي الله عنه. Ibn Umar one day was correcting the tabi'un. Something about the number of prayer in Mina. He said the Prophet prayed 2 raka'ah. The tabi said, but your father prayed 4. Which is true. Umar prayed 4. And I believe Abu Bakr prayed 4. That Ibn Umar said, I'm telling you the messenger of Allah and you have the nerve to say my father. MashaAllah.
Ibn Umar was telling them also to do tomato.
Hey, I said.
And your father,
Hey, now, same thing, ikhwan. So alhamdulillah, but we say to the likes, you know, you can remove yourself, yeah. Oh, nice Arabic. Alhamdulillah, Sheikh Zayd, nice. Like our sisters, somebody get the sisters paper, ya ikhwan. You can put your name at the top of Shaykha. And we'll try our best to have them by tomorrow, inshallah, ya ikhwan. By Isha, inshallah ta'ala. You brothers online can take a picture of your test and send it to the Telegram group. And you can also get your certificate, inshallah ta'ala. But you have to take the test. Right, everyone else? Almost? She has any? Huh? Yeah, which one though? You have the one with the Shokani one? No, go to this one. Do you have the one with, you can add me to this one. I don't have this one though. Do you have the one, do you have this one? The Shokani Institute one? Do you have that one? Take my phone number down so I can add you. And you can add me to the other one also. 267-500-7991. MashaAllah. 7991. And then send me a text. I'll add you to the other one. To the Shokani one.
Should I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change it.
You have the nice writing. You write with a pencil or a pen? That's a pencil?
A pencil, yeah.
Oh, it looks like a pen.
Could you, I was not here for the first 7.
The first 7?
So just in case I missed something, could you go over it?
Yeah, inshallah. I got you, Sheikh. Number 1. إذا قيل لكم كم قسم الحديث بما تجيبون. If it's said to you, how many types of hadith are there? Here you're going to choose a number. How many types? We also hear number 1, 2 answers are correct. If you say 1 is better, but if you say like some scholars say, we'll give that also. So there's a little leniency on number 1. 1 is real famous. 1 is more famous. A little past the Salaf. Number 2. So number 1, you're just going to write a number. Number 2, إذا قيل لكم ما شروط الحديث الصحيح. Number 2, if it's said to you, what are the conditions of authentic hadith? So here you're going to mention the 5 conditions of the authentic hadith. Wa salam, Shaykh. إذا قيل لكم ما الفرق بين المتصل. This one all the brothers are having trouble with. بين المتصل والمسند. If it's said to you, what's the difference of the muttasil and the musnad? They agree in one thing, but they differ in something too. So here we're looking for, what do they differ? They differ in one thing.
I think I still have strong, but you look okay.